Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Watson's pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. McKinnon here, it's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And I believe that gain on third and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. The fake punt gets him 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a first down. 7-7, our score after one.
7.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Complete to
From 13 yards out, and the Texans have taken the lead.
The kicker on.
Extra point forthcoming.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it, the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas. And it's 3rd and short. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze.
And this time will be intercepted. Picked off here at 29. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Watson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Rams have got it back.
Watson's pass complete.
Always costly to cough up football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll run on 1st down. Owens. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give, right side. It's Owens. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A huge play that time for the Rams. 65 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it across for the Rams touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25 yards.
And now out comes Houston. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Watson. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete to Jonathan Taylor.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
First down, Watson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. First down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air yet again. Watson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. Under a minute to go in this first half. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans have broken the tie.
The kicker.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Ooh, the juke. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Let's go! Offense.
So we raise the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2, Benson?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the Lions who were able to come away with the home victory. Gardner Minshew, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. 24-21, the final score. And one final game to highlight. It's Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. In the game you're watching is Deshaun Watson, who was the star of the first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Taylor, he'll get 3 up to midfield. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 44. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. 3rd down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there.
That's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets him a first down. Now, this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up, then that short of it.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the counter, it's Taylor. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this is going to be incomplete.
Watson's pass.
Here's Brian Anger now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Owens. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now left side on the swing pass. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Watson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Watson's pass.
Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hill going up top for Cup. This is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11.
first and 10 at the 11-yard line.
You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And he's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1 from the 2.
A gain of 9. Brings
going again is Hill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They snap it on 4th to Hill. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Gay is on for the point after. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Houston set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Taylor to begin the drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25-yard
line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd down now, McElroy. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Texans on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd down.
Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Complete to number 35. It's a gain.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. they have to feel really good about that last completion.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Whoever the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Now it's Hill off the bootleg. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. That's to his running back complete. They're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
They go play fake, and it's Hill. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now Hill. Flushed out right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
And goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now it's Hill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Cooper Kupp. Incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
Hill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Robert Woods. Incomplete. Brings up 4th and
the field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. One last throw here for Hill. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. Probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
Tonight,
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Houston, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.